Oh, okay, if we could start finding our seats, you know, I might still have a few tricks up my sleeve. If I could have Stuart, Tom, join us on stage. Okay, if we could help people find their seats, we're going to resume the program in about a minute. Thank you. Welcome back. I want to start by thanking Stuart, Tom. He was an incredible leader this year. There were so many unanticipated issues that came up this year, and Stuart was calm, cool, and always helped me recognize the fact that, you know, it's just business, and he helped, I think, the board deal with some really difficult issues. Stuart, I can't thank you enough for not only your leadership this year, but for making sure that the next CEO was selected and for sharing so much time tonight with me. I much appreciate it. But to that point, we have a little bit of a thank you, a tribute to you because of what you've done this year. And I'd like to share with everyone in the audience the times that you've shared with us at the Code Council. So we have a little video, and we're going to show it right now.
In a year featuring many changes and challenges, the International Code Council needed the right kind of leader, someone tireless.
I think Stuart works more for ICC than most people have full-time jobs.
A quality individual.
That inclusiveness, that willingness to step in and work with all kinds of people in different groups.
Someone who isn't afraid to roll up their sleeves.
The man owns probably, I think, about 5 to 7 chainsaws, some taller than him.
This year, the Code Council needed President Stuart Tom.
He was the perfect choice for this time in particular.
We got more done than we have in many years past.
He established the CEO search committee. I will say that's the best committee I've probably ever served on as a board director, and Stuart was also part of that committee.
One thing that Stuart really wanted to hit home was I kind of coined it, putting the I back in ICC for international impact, and our ability to bring them on that global scale and make ICC that bigger product. Stuart really led the way in that effort this year.
Stuart said to me as a board member, you may have to make decisions that may not be what you personally think is best, but is it best for the organization? I would say that's exactly how he led the board. What is the best decision that we need to make that is best for ICC?
Well, the rudder is very small on aircraft carriers, and ICC has become an aircraft carrier-sized nonprofit corporation. So it just takes a little bit to just change course, just ever so slightly. And I think Stuart has done an excellent job with that, and to keep us on track with serving the members in particular.
Stuart is a very pragmatic individual. I respect him for that because he has an ability to look at a problem, take it head on, dissect it for the things that need to be fixed, fix it, and move on to the next problem.
Stuart's success as president is driven by a strong sense of service to the organization and a dedication to building safety.
He has a passion for the industry. And it's not just building the safety, because every time we use that term, we think of just the building officials and their staff. But we have to remember that he has been a fire official for the same city that he worked as building official.
While he's reached the pinnacle of the building safety profession, Stuart started out as an engineer, and those cogs are constantly turning.
Stuart was sitting next to me, and I happened to look over at his paper, and I saw him working on an electrical diagram. He told me that he was working on a moisture sensor, and so we got into a conversation about it. Later on, I got a package in the mail, and Stuart actually sent me one of his sensors. So I have one of my own moisture sensors.
Stuart, congratulations. We've all been so proud of the year you've had, and certainly your tenure on the board itself.
I want to thank you for your leadership this year, your mentorship, and your friendship.
Stuart, thanks for always being there as a voice of reason for the organization, and for always willing to take the time to have a burger and a beer.
Stuart, there are so many folks that want to thank you and express their appreciation for your leadership and all the valuable time that you have contributed to the success of the Code Council. So I'm going to first call on the folks from Kentucky.
Good evening. My name is Les Fugate. I'm the president of the Code Administrators Association of Kentucky. And it is my honor as president to bestow upon President Stuart Tom the Commission of Kentucky Colonel. It is our long-running practice of bestowing upon the outgoing president the honor of Kentucky Colonel. The Commission of the Kentucky Colonel is the highest title of honor bestowed upon by the governor of Kentucky. This honor is, of course, signed by Andy Beshear. It is in recognition of individuals' noteworthy accomplishments and outstanding service to our community, state, and nation. A sitting Kentucky governor noted in a letter to the Kentucky Colonels that he commissioned individuals as Kentucky Colonels as a governor's way of recognizing individuals for their service and accomplishments on behalf of others. I'll pause now and ask if there are any Kentucky Colonels in the room to please stand and be recognized. So just wanted to recognize that you're joining a select group of individuals that have served. And if you're a commissioned colonel, you are a Kentucky Colonel for life. Congratulations, President Stuart Tom. In addition to the Kentucky Colonel, of course, our tradition is to bestow some spirits special to Kentucky, and we hope you enjoy those as you move forward in your career. Thank you.
Next, I'm going to call on our friends from Rhode Island. Rhode Island going once. No. How about our friends from Maine?
Good evening. My name is Greg Gilbert, and I am the state building official from the great state of Maine. I'm here on behalf of MBYA, Maine Building Officials and Inspectors Association, the Northern Chapter of Maine, and the Maine Fire Chiefs Association. It is our great pleasure to present President Stuart Tom with this signed UMaine hockey jersey, which is a bit of a tradition for us. Excuse me. With the number 22 in honor of your service as the 22nd President of the International Code Council. President Tom, thank you and congratulations.
Next, I'd like to call on Raj Patel from Calbo. Raj? Oh. Or Matt Wheeler.
Good evening, everyone. I'm not Raj Patel, but I'm Matt Wheeler, representing the great state of California and California building officials. Yes, thank you, but we're here to celebrate one of our own, so this is a very distinct honor for me personally. You know, like any well-rounded California man, you might be, one to have, distinctive sneaker style with your suits. You may like the finer things in life, and then you have many loves, right? You have your family, and you have great California wine. Anyone who knows our friend Stuart Tom knows his true love of California wine. And for the record, Pinot Noir is sold out at both bars. Just saying. But with that, we wanted to get Stuart something special to remember not just his time as ICC president, but something that might not end up in the hallway or a bathroom. So we wanted to get him original art, and we wanted it to reflect Stuart being the Californian that he is, who he is to all of us, but also remembering his roots and where he comes from. So he lives in wine country. This is entitled Calistoga. It was commissioned just for him, signed by the artist here in California. So Stuart, remember where you come from, as I know you will, and always think of us fondly as the Californian that you are. Thank you for all your service.
And next, I'd like to call on our friends from the California State Fire Marshal's office.
All right, well, good evening. I realize that it's midnight for many of you, but again, this for us Californians is such a huge honor, not only to be your host for the 30th anniversary, for Dominic, for your amazing retirement party. I've never been to a retirement party with this many people and this many speeches, but again, for us in California to be able to celebrate our own Stuart Tom. And long before President Tom held a leadership role at ICC, he served for decades as a champion for safety here in California. He has demonstrated unwavering commitment to advancing building safety and fire prevention standards. And if you didn't know this about Stuart, it was mentioned in the video by Paul, but he's a special breed. Not only was he a fire official, but he was a building official as well. And this unique dual perspective is rare. But it is so valuable, bridging two critical aspects of public safety and infrastructure, integrating them with insights that he brings in both building and fire safety disciplines. And he has fostered a holistic approach to code development and enforcement for many decades for us. And this approach has not only enhanced safety, but also encouraged collaboration. The safety of you in this building is because of this gentleman right here. His fingerprints are on so many things that we here in California have done. You may not know this, but he's called by many in California as really the Johnny Appleseed of good ideas and inspiration. Stuart has not only been a huge supporter of our office, but he has again provided his leadership in a number of initiatives, the development of the wildfire building code that we celebrated earlier, to residential fire sprinklers that are in every single California home built today. Now, as his term as president concludes, we are confident that his work, his legacy, it paves the way for continued innovative solutions for a stronger safety standards, not just for us here in California, but for those across the nation. So on behalf of the state of California, on behalf of the CAL FIRE Office of the State Fire Marshal, Stuart, we thank you, we congratulate you on a successful term.
Next, I'd like to call on our friends from Region 1, chapter of ICC.
Good evening. My name is Tim Spears. I am the immediate past president of ICC Region 1, and I'm honored here to congratulate Stuart Tom, President Stuart Tom, on his successful tenure. It's a privilege to recognize the remarkable impact that Stewart has had on the organization and the building safety community as a whole. Stewart, your leadership has transformed the building safety industry. Under your guidance, the Code Council has embraced digital transformation, launching initiatives that have made codes and standards more accessible and user-friendly. You have also led key partnerships that have expanded the mission on a global scale, helping to ensure safer communities not only in the United States, but also worldwide. We are incredibly grateful for all your contributions, and we're excited to see the future, the Code Council, and what you have shaped. Your passion, your vision, and commitment have left a mark on this organization and the industry. On behalf of Region 1, we want to recognize you for your incredible dedication, and as a small token of our appreciation, we'd like to present a gift to maybe pair with Calbo's portrait, but a tour of a Napa winery and a tasting in your neck of the woods. So with that, thank you again, Stewart.
Next is the Northern California Fire Prevention Officers.
I'm Joe Morelli, the California Fire Prevention Officers Southern Division President, and I'm here with my counterpart, Tim Spears, the NorCal FPO President. Before I get into our comments, I want to share a brief story, and I will keep it brief because I know it's 9:40. But when I started with Glendale Fire Department and I was doing plan check, there used to be something that would happen out at the counter when Stewart would explain to someone why he understood the meaning behind the code. So he had a customer come up and they said, well, why do you think you know what the intent of the code is? And Stewart, in a humble way and respectful, just said, because I wrote it. And it would happen over and over again, and we always loved it. So, Stewart, thank you for your example, for your competence, for your humility. On occasion, the California Fire Prevention Officers presents the Building Official of the Year Award to a building official who has made significant partnerships and strides in furthering fire safety in our communities. Stewart, you exemplify these qualities, and those we will look for in future awardees, as well as competence, character, and a legacy of creating cohesion between building and fire code officials. Some examples of your legacy include your mentorship of fire code officials, chairing the California Fire Prevention Officers Code Committee, being a primary author for Chapter 7A, and being an inaugural member of the California Building Fire Advisory Committee. As part of your lasting legacy, so future generations will be reminded of your enduring impact on our profession, and to create an ongoing celebration of your vision, partnership, and leadership in bringing together building and fire code officials, we have renamed our annual award to the Stewart Tom Building Official of the Year Award. And we are presenting you with this plaque to signify this first prestigious award. As an honorary lifetime member, which was granted to you a long time ago, you will always be part of the California Fire Prevention Officers. We thank you for your service at the highest level of our profession. And since you have many plaques, we got a plaque and we have a fleece for you with our logo on it. Thank you, Stuart.
This time I wanted to see if there were any other presentations for Stuart.
You heard a lot about Stuart today as a professional man. And I just wanted to give you the way I know him as the individual, a friend, a mentor throughout my career. Somebody that started off at the city of Los Angeles with me back in the 80s and has just excelled ever since. This is a man that's driven beyond anyone else I know that's in the business. If you can imagine, for lunch, this guy, for just the jollies, used to go and run 5 or 6 miles at lunch. He used to take us on these 20-mile rides at lunch, and we had to keep up with him. And you know, Stuart is the sort of person that doesn't leave anyone behind. That was usually me, the last one. So while everyone is trying to keep up with him, he would circle back, you know, make sure the last one was with the team and so on and so forth. And that's what I know about this man. He never left anyone behind in the organization, personally as well. My kids know him because this guy learned how to make balloon animals just because of he knew that his staff had kids, and they knew that about him. They would love coming in and just forget about Dad's desk. They would want to go to Stuart's office and spend time with him. I'm glad to have known you throughout these years. Like I said, he's been a mentor to me. And a personal friend, and I know that he has been that to many of you. Thank you, Stuart.
Okay, Stuart. In recognition of your dedication, your hard work, your passion, and everything that you have contributed to the Code Council so abundantly, the ICC team has something for you. And we'd actually like you to open it. You can just throw that on the floor. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, try it on. Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, wait, we got something else, right? Yeah, let's roll it.
Oh my God.
Stuart, it's a little big, so we're going to ship it to you.
Hey, Dom.
But in all sincerity, I want to thank you on a personal level for all you've done for the Code Council, for me personally, and for the love and kindness that you've shown the world. The floor is yours.
Wow. I now own a sawmill. Okay. First, I want to thank everybody for the gifts and kind words you've shared today and earlier throughout this week. It has been an absolute honor to serve as your president this year. And it's been one of the highlights of my entire life. Serving as the president of the Code Council's Board of Directors has been one of the most meaningful things and impactful experiences of my career. Like many of you, I've dedicated much of my working life to improving the life safety and other aspects of the built environment in which we all live. The mission of the Code Council inspires my work every day, and it has been an absolute honor to serve this organization. This year, we've achieved so much, and none of it would have been possible without the participation and hard work of everyone in this room, and I thank all of you. But first and foremost, I have to acknowledge a few special people for their unwavering support and guidance, because without their encouragement, I truly would not be standing here today. First, to my family. Due to their age and difficulties traveling, my mom and dad couldn't be here today. But over the years, they've been really, really quick to remind me how proud they are of me and what I and what all of us do. They recognize the role we all play in making our communities safe, and they have always been so supportive of me as a plans examiner, building official, a fire marshal, a structural engineer, and president of this Code Council. To my brothers, Stephen, Daryl, and David, two of whom are here tonight, I attribute my unrelenting drive to the sibling rivalry that those who know me know is a core part of my being. When I'm tired and I don't want to work any harder, whether it's reviewing ICC's financial dashboard, reviewing changes to the scope and the intent of some of our codes and standards, or yes, even climbing up a redwood tree to trim just one more branch, rather than quit, I always ask myself, what would number one do? And I keep on working. The motivation I draw from you is why I keep going, even when I'm really, really tired. To my daughters, Casey and Jessica, both of whom I think of every day, you are my inspiration. The reason I believe the Code Council is so important to all of us is because we're leaving our world to you. And with respect to the built environment, I know a lot of people here, we will do everything we can to embrace our changing world and position the Code Council to protect your future. And to my wife, June, not only did you put your life on hold for a decade while I volunteered my service to the board, you helped me get the job done. June, you nursed me through 2 major surgeries for spinal repair and cancer so that I could continue my board service without ever missing a single meeting. Thank you. You stepped up and helped to coordinate interactions with our spouses and companions like never before. You've been a great companion as we've traveled abroad, supporting me and Dominic and the entire Code Council team as we've improved our relations with codes and standards bodies around the globe. And most importantly, you've put up with me being away from home so much, so I promise you, I'll find time to fix a few things at home. I have a sawmill now. And last but not least, I wanted to quickly mention 4 last people. To my boss, Addison Smith, thank you for giving me the freedom to do this important work. And to 3 people who I admire and respect more than they will ever realize. Tanya Hoover, Morgana Yankee, and Matt Wheeler. If it weren't for you 3, I would never have run for a seat on the ICC board in the first place. You are amazing leaders in your own right, and you inspired me to take that first step, so thank you. So, back to the Code Council. Our industry is constantly evolving, and we are always faced with new challenges. The theme of my presidency was embracing a changing world, and I am proud to say that we at the Code Council did exactly that. This year, I've had the opportunity to travel across the globe with board members and Code Council staff, from Belize to Australia, from California to Paris, Canada to the UK, strengthening connections and welcoming changes at every stop. The Code Council has also embraced new technologies, transforming our industry, making significant strides in how we operate and how we serve all of our communities. We've utilized AI software to provide our members and customers with real-time solutions for their code-related questions, and we've optimized the digital codes dashboard for improved customer satisfaction. We have continually sought new ways to support the next generation of building safety professionals, improving our resources, training, and outreach to ensure that they have the tools that they need to succeed. Through our partnership with organizations like ConstructReach, we are able to amplify the message about the rewarding career opportunities in building safety and the critical importance of the work we do every day. I am proud to have been president during a time when we expanded member benefits significantly to reflect our changing times. This year marks a significant milestone as we celebrate our 30th anniversary. Over the past 3 decades, the work the Code Council and all of our members has had a profound effect, touching many lives and having an immense impact. we should all take pride in the daily efforts we all make to keep our community safe. So thank you to all of you. Looking ahead, next year will be equally momentous as we transition to new leadership. We bid farewell to Dominic Sims, who has dedicated many years of service and truly his life to the Code Council. And we welcome our incoming CEO, John Belcik. John has been with the Code Council for 15 years, bringing extensive experience in strategic planning, operations, and financial management. Since 2009, he has served as both the COO and CFO, playing a pivotal role in shaping the organization's success. Under his leadership, the Code Council will undoubtedly be left in capable hands, continuing our tradition of excellence and innovation. John, will you please stand up to be recognized? I am also incredibly proud to hand over the leadership to David Spencer. Dave, you have a wealth of expertise. I've seen you grow as a director, and I've observed you watching and learning from those around you. You prioritize what is best for the Code Council's future, and that will make us stronger. I know the organization is in good hands with you at the helm. Your dedication and wisdom will continue to drive the Code Council forward to do great things. I'm confident that we are well prepared and ready to conquer all the changes ahead. Everyone, thank you once again for your support and your commitment to the Code Council. It has been an honor to serve as your president, and I look forward to seeing all the great things we will achieve together in the future. And now I would like to recognize our outgoing board members. Would immediate past president Michael Witch please join me on stage? Pay attention, Mike, would you? Michael, please accept this plaque and pin box recognizing your outstanding service as a past president, officer, and director of the Code Council. Now I'd like to thank Director Chris Bridges for his service. Chris, can you please join me on stage? Chris, please accept this plaque recognizing your outstanding service as a director of the International Code Council. Now I'd like to thank Director Shirley Ellis for her service. Shirley, can you please join me on stage? Shirley, please accept this plaque recognizing your outstanding service as the Director of the International Code Council. At this time, would the following newly elected officers and directors please come forward? Vice President Mike Boso, Secretary-Treasurer Steve McDaniel, Directors Ben Bredmore, J.C. Hutchison, Christina Jackson, Randy Metz, Sam Palmer, Jim Sayers, and Sean Toomey. These are the directors. You ready? Okay. You have been elected to represent your peers on the International Code Council Board of Directors. So therefore, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. In the presence of the members of this organization here assembled, I do solemnly promise on my sacred honor to perform the duties of the office to which I have been elected faithfully, strictly, and impartially to the best of my ability. Mike Boso, I hereby declare you Vice President of the International Code Council Board of Directors. Steve McDaniel, I hereby declare you Secretary-Treasurer of the International Code Council Board of Directors. Ben Bredmore, J.C. Hutchison, Christina Jackson, Randy Metz, Sam Palmer, Jim Sayers, and Sean Toomey, I hereby declare you Directors of the International Code Council Board of Directors. The continued success of this association in the coming years depends greatly on your ability to conduct the Code Council's business and undertakings. Congratulations to you all. Please accept my sincere and best wishes. It is now time for the installation of our board president. Would President-elect David Spencer and his father please come to the stage for the oath of office? While they make their way to the stage, would the past Code Council presidents who are with us tonight come to the front of the room to prepare for the gavel passing ceremony?
Okay, you've all been waiting for this. I'm going to go off script for about 2 seconds because David Spencer is going to swear in David Spencer. All right, here we go. It is an honor to be here today to swear in my son, David Spencer. David, you have been chosen by your peers to lead this association for the coming year. By placing their trust in you, the members have shown their confidence that you will faithfully discharge that trust. I know you will endeavor to always conduct the affairs of the association in a manner that promotes the mission with constant attention to the good of the Code Council and its members. Okay, now, I never, as your father, got you to raise your hand, but please raise your right hand and repeat after me. In the presence of the members of this organization here assembled, I do solemnly promise on my sacred honor to perform the duties of the office of president faithfully, strictly, impartially, to the best of my ability. David Spencer, son, I hereby declare you president of the International Code Council Board of Directors.
Dave, congratulations and best wishes for your term as president. Members, you have elected a new president, David Spencer, Director of Operations with Safe Built, LLC. To honor our new president as he leads us into the future, I call on past Code Council presidents to join me. As they make their way onto the stage, let's pause for a moment to honor all the past presiding officers of the Code Council, both those who are joining us here today and those who are not. Their leadership and contributions have paved the way where we stand now, and we deeply appreciate their legacy. This is a record. Thank you all for your service. We will now begin the passing of the gavel. The gavel is a symbol of the office of the President to which you have been entrusted. David, on behalf of the presidents who preceded you, the board of directors, and the membership, please accept this plaque announcing to all that this is your year as president of the International Code Council. David, we are proud of you, and I'm here to support you throughout the next year. President Spencer, the gavel is yours.
Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to address you tonight as we have been reflecting on our accomplishments and we look forward to the future. I want to start by recognizing Stuart Tom for his outstanding leadership this year. His guidance has helped to ensure the positive future of the Code Council. Thank you, Stuart, for your invaluable contributions and commitment to advancing the mission. I've watched you lead this organization through some challenging times and expand our global footprint. Your guidance has made the Code Council stronger. Thank you. Many of you have heard me say what an important role mentors have played in my journey to my success. While I cannot thank them all today, there are a few that I would like to mention. John Darnell, for being the first individual to introduce me to this great organization. Stuart Tom, for taking one of my first calls when I considered running for the board of directors. To all the directors that I have served with, you have made me a better director. Eric Penley, my boss, for always supporting me. Andy Lorenz, my close friend and fellow colleague. You have always been someone I can reach out to anytime, no matter where we are or what we are doing. I would like to thank my family for always being there to support me. Finally, would my wife please stand? Sabrina, you have always been there as my companion, my best friend, my biggest supporter, and you are always and have always been my rock. I would not be here today without your support. Thank you. With that, my theme for this year is leading the way in a changing world. New construction technologies continue to emerge. Innovation, resiliency, and sustainability in the built environment continue to evolve. Codes and industry standards continue to adapt and change. And a younger generation brings with it new perspectives, ideas, and concepts that we will need to acknowledge and consider. As a director of operations at SafeBuilt, I have observed firsthand the the impacts that those ideas, thoughts, and emerging technologies have had on the built environment, our daily lives, and our professions. Therefore, my focus this year is leading the way to change and to help our organization continue to grow and prepare for the future. The Code Council was established 30 years ago, and we are celebrating that significant milestone. Much of the initial hard work was done by our predecessors. Along with the work we do every day, the organization is in a strong position to succeed. Now I challenge you to think boldly and consider what are the possibilities and opportunities for the International Code Council in the next 30 years. It has been said, people don't like change, but they like progress. If our organization is going to be a leader in a changing world, progress will need to continue, and some change will need to occur. As an organization, we need to embrace emerging technologies, continue our global growth, and look to sustainable solutions in our built environment. While we may not always agree, we should always be open to discussions and solutions to help us compromise and come to an agreement. Code Council staff, with the support of the Board of Directors and CEO, have been laying the groundwork for years for us to be a leader in this changing world. The Code Council provides solutions to policymakers, code officials and fire officials, designers, trade professionals, educators, finance and insurance professionals, and all stakeholders in the building and construction industry. Our family of solutions and our staff of experts are actively engaged across the country and around the world to elevate the Code Council and our brand that stands for quality, integrity, and commitment to building safety. We continue to serve our members and stakeholders by assisting them with leveraging federal funds for U.S. jurisdictions, providing the best products and services, and bringing our knowledge and best practices to global markets. We are also regularly learning about developments and innovations originating outside the U.S. and introducing those technologies and best practices to our stakeholders. Within the Code Council, we are all driven by a common mission of building safety. In order to be a leader in this industry, we need to listen to each other and to new thoughts and new ideas. We need to be aware of the world that is changing around us. To better serve international markets, we need to tailor our products and services to meet local needs. This will help ensure that all communities have the tools and the resources to comply with regulations aimed at creating safer and more sustainable buildings. It is crucial to listen to the communities and public that we serve, and to be ready to offer those innovative solutions. When communities need the latest building safety solutions, we want them to turn to ICC first. As we plan for 2025 and beyond, we anticipate continued growth in a targeted, thoughtful, and steady manner. We will focus on emerging markets where our products and services can benefit most from local support and customization. With the great work and planning of our past and current Board of Directors, ICC is now positioned as one of the key industry leaders in building safety community, both domestically and internationally. We have so many more great things ahead of us as an organization, as we lead the way in a changing world. I look forward to our many successes in the coming year and into the future. Thank you. And now I'd like to welcome Dominic Sims back to the stage.
Congratulations, David. And good news, we're in the home stretch. I'd like to call Dick Kuchnicki, John Traw, and Bob Heinrich to the stage, if they're still awake. John Belcik, would you also join us? Okay. Well, John, the first CEO of the International Code Council was William J. Tanguy, my mentor, a friend of many. And in Bill's office, he had a special thing on his coat rack. Many members who visited the Birmingham regional office frequently saw it and asked about it. And when asked about it, he explained. And I'll explain in a minute. But so we're gonna pass something to you. We're sort of copying off the past presidents. Fortunately, we don't have to do it every year.
That's a good thing.
So, John, wait, no, there we go. There we go, yes. Yes. John, this is a steering wheel that Bill had hanging in his office, symbolizing now you'll be steering the ship. And we all, Dick, John, Bob, and I, want to wish you the best of luck and success as the new CEO of the International Code Council. Thank you, guys. John, I also noticed that you don't have a lapel pin. And I've been wearing this lapel pin for many years, and I would like you to have it. And then lastly, this is kind of on-the-job training. There's a closing piece here, and I think you should take us home.
Now, looking ahead, I am thrilled to announce that our 2025 annual conference will be held in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland. Our host committee is already hard at work, and it is my pleasure to welcome David Molhar to say a few words about next year's venue.
Okay, you all practice this. OH! I-O! My name is David Molnar. This is my little brother, Nicholas Montan. On behalf of the Ohio Building Officials Association and our foundation, we invite you to come join us in Cleveland, Ohio for the 2025 Conference Expo, because there will be more chocolate, there will be more bourbon, and backed by popular request, the Naked Karate Girls will be joining us. We have a prepared video from Destination Cleveland that we'd like to share with you. Thank you, everybody.
This is the land. Not on a mission, always been this way. Let's keep them talking, that's what I say. The land of artists. Going higher still. Making our own story, and we always win. Innovators. We show up and visionaries. Where anything is possible. This is who we are. Where we're down for living it up. This is who we are. Where we never lose sight of who we are. The land for life.
Thank you, David. Before we go, wait, there's more. I have a few quick announcements. Tomorrow's events will start with the members forum at 8 a.m. in the Pacific Ballroom lobby. Join me for a casual opportunity to network with ICC leadership and ask questions while enjoying coffee and light bites. Following the forum, our membership council meetings will be held from 9 a.m. to noon. At 1 o'clock, join us for an engaging panel discussion featuring experts and legends who will share their legends including Tom Frost and Mike Pfeiffer, by the way, will share their firsthand experiences and insights on the development and global impact of the U.S. National Model Codes system. This will lead into our committee action hearings, which will also take place in the Pacific Ballroom. Please refer to the conference app for the full schedule. And tonight, I encourage everyone to join us outside in the lobby for our post-gala event. This will be a fun opportunity to hit the dance floor and enjoy desserts and drinks with your friends and colleagues. Thank you and have a great evening, everyone.